After a break of a few days, welcome back to our Anno 1800 Extreme Military Modded series. Don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you want to see the full playlist. We're already on episode 17. We've made a lot of progress. We have actually conquered quite a few islands from Margaret in the old world. Right, remember we started with this small island over here, a medium-sized island. The other AI started on the other side of the map. Margaret started on this one and we have taken it over. She's not in the old world anymore. She's still in the new world. Right, she could definitely still survive. Even her military is not that far from ours. It's just our economy is way bigger. So that's great. On the other hand, the other two AIs, remember we're playing with mods that are making AIs, even one-star AIs like Bente, a lot stronger. So look at this military, way more than me. Economy is also quite close. But the good thing is we've definitely, as I said, made a lot of progress, and in particular now we are making a lot of money. We're making a lot of money because we reach engineers. We started giving quite a few things. As you can see, we do have a bit of problem. For example, our rum and coffee deliveries are not perfect, but we're gonna fix that. We are though giving the fur, no problem. Yeah, we've also developed a lot. Our big Manor Island over here, right? We are getting close to having Artista. Our obreras, are just missing the sewing machine. So that's what we're gonna try to do in this episode. We're gonna go to Artista and do a few other things. We are actually going to start in the old world. And if you remember, in the old world, we wanted to get into aircraft carriers, submarine, and much more, right? With this new mod that's not even live yet. I actually got a new upgrade, a new update of this mod from the mod author. Huge thanks again, Alex, for sharing this mod with me, for allowing me to test it. I know that you're going to share the first version of the mod with everybody publicly soon. So for everybody who's looking for it, don't hesitate to check. As soon as this happens, I will share in the comments, in my next video, also on my Discord community. So don't hesitate to look out for this. And in particular for this mod, now to build those submarines, those aircraft carriers, etc., we need an advanced shipyard. This is 4,000 engineers, so we're not there yet, but we're going to definitely try to get there as soon as possible in this episode. The other thing we did wanted to do is continue to make some ships, right? We've started to make, in the last episode, for example, some flamethrower monitors. I think we should also start making some cargo ships, right? We have unlocked, the cargo ship. This is 6 cargo slots. It also doesn't use the wind anymore, right? So the speed is kind of constant. So I think we're gonna try to make a couple, and in particular, because as just said, we're having a bit of trouble to bring enough coffee and enough rum to feed our engineers. So we're gonna need a few more of those, I think, to enable that. The other element over here is, we should continue to build new ships. Maybe, those ship of the line or those royal gallons, right? Both of them are quite strong. Remember, this is 25 damage per second. This one is 52, but it costs a lot more weapons. We're gonna make a few of these to continue building our fleet, because we have lost a lot, right? In our attack of our main base, also in our attack of the new world. She keeps trying to buy this island with shares. I'm not gonna allow that. So yeah, then the other thing is that now that we're making a lot of more money, it's not crazy, but let's say more than before, we can restart the advanced weapon production. It's a lot of money, but I think this is definitely worth it, so that we can have, some of those really good military ships. So it is to do that though, we're also going to need engineers, so we need to restart our commuter piers. We have one over here and one. Let me double check that we've restarted everything. So the salpetre is going to go over here with some tallow we have, make the dynamite, then the nanamite and the steel we have will make the advanced weapon. Perfect. So we can do that. That's a good start. Then let's continue developing. And as we said, we probably want to develop both in Manor to get to Artista, but also in the old world to get, more engineers. If we look over here in Manor, before we develop, I did want you to mention something that was shared to me in the comments by Willem. Thanks a lot, Willem, for it, and also for all of your comments over the years watching my channel. Willem made a great comment that I said something wrong in the past. You know, I said that for the hacienda, you want to put all of your farms, like alpaca farms, close to the hacienda so that then you can get fertilizer. The reality is you just need the fertilizers to be in the range of the hacienda, and then the farms need to be in the range of the fertilizer, right? So what you may want to do is, you see your hacienda over here, right? Let's say the limit of the hacienda is over here. So you're gonna put all your fertilizer over here, right? They are in range of the hacienda. And then you're gonna put all of your farms just outside of the hacienda, but in range of the fertilizer. This way you don't waste the space inside the hacienda. Even if I do have to say that now, since they made this update of increasing the range from 40 to 75, I mean, honestly, this is huge, right? Like, you're not gonna miss space. So anyway, that was good. Then while we're here, you know, let's talk about rum and coffee. As I said, it seems that we're not bringing in enough. So let's check over here. Now, if we look at the rum 9, Manola, so it seems that we are producing enough, but that means we're not transporting enough, right? Let's see for the coffee. So the coffee is the same. We're definitely providing, or let's say, producing, enough. So that's once again maybe a problem in terms of transport. So looking over here, right, with the 2 ship of the line on the coffee, this is not that much, especially given that they're going to be quite slow with this cargo. And for the rum, it's actually even worse, because it's also 2 ships, but they're only taking 50. So we definitely have a problem here. We're going to need to make more. Also, as you saw, we were actually quite close in terms of the rum, right? If I look at the rum over here, this was quite close. So we may want to make 1 more. Now, let's also remember that this is my only island in the New World, right? It's very important. So I want to make sure that we have enough defenses, just in case, in particular, Margaret may want to take it back, right? May want to attack it. So we could put a few more over here, a few more. Oh, just as I'm saying that, oh, over here, that could be cool. But I prefer to just put them all together. I think that would be a bit more easy to defend. Go for it. Good. I mean, 1 is already done. Wow, this is quite the fleet, actually. Look at this. She even has one of those royal warships. Good thing we had some defenses. Let's try to fight a bit smartly, meaning I'm going to try to get in the middle so that my ship will fire from both sides. Wow, look at this fleet. I mean, if we destroy this, we should be in better stage. You know, she's not gonna be able to... Oh, this one is taking a lot of damage. Maybe you should stay close to the crane. Oh, we're gonna lose this one. Come on, shoot from both sides. This side, this side. Go for it. We don't have a lot of items yet. Some, but not too many. Okay, so now they're right in the middle. They can shoot on both sides. All of these should be... It's a shame that I didn't build those ones a bit earlier. And that's life. Okay, let's focus our fire on the same ships. 1 at a time. This one is a bit far to help too. We're gonna lose this one too, shame. Okay, try to get some of these. But yeah, we've already killed quite a few. Let's accelerate. Right now there's not much I can do. Okay. Some of them have survived, but most of them are just dead now. Great. Okay, so let's make sure that we send a few more ships to Manola to defend, but also some of these, right? We need to start using some of these cargo ships. I might actually use both of them to do a route that's going to start in the New World in Manola. It's going to actually take a lot, and then in the Old World, deliver into our beer city. So with that, 2 of these, we can make them wait. That should be enough, hopefully, because they're gonna be full, they're gonna be quite big, but we can try to build a few more. Build a few more though, we're gonna need also some steel, which we are making in the other one, right over here. Okay, so how do we get some Artista? Well, we need some sewing machine. We are currently already making some sewing machine, right, giving them to our engineers. The problem though is that we're basically making what we need, right? So we're gonna need to increase that quite a bit, and to increase that quite a bit, we also need, you know, once again, some of these resources like the iron and coal, which we don't have that much. So I think it's also a good time to start the dockland. Few of you has asked me in the comments why I haven't started dockland yet. To be honest, I feel like dockland is always a bit of cheating, but why not, right? Let's get started. We're gonna use dockland. It will help us to trade, right? We can trade some resources. It will also help us with some depots, right? Increase the storage, all those type of things. So let's get going. You know, we can build a couple. The number of those modules is limited by the level of your dockland, so for now we cannot put that many, but we can still definitely get started. To do that though, as you can see, we're gonna need a bit more of steel than what we have. So let's take some steel from here, deliver it into our other island. Let's also continue to build new ships. I think it'd be good to also build at least one pier over here, starting to have a bit more deliveries. We have bit of negative, but remember, this is just because we're not giving enough coffee and beer. So as soon as this is solved, we should go back into good positives. Speaking about this, we have 2 new cargo ships, so these ones are going to be doing the same, but for coffee. So go from here to there. Good. And let's put 2. Pirates are never leaving us alone. As soon as they see a ship, and do be careful because they have now obviously also monitors. Oh, we're actually, are we gonna lose this ship? What is that? Why am I losing so much health? I don't really even have any ships close by to help. Okay, I think we survived. Especially if we can get over here. We'll be fine. Oh! No, it's coming back. Or not. They do strange thing. Go, go, go. You're almost there. You can do it. We build this one while we're at it. Deliver everything, and I'm gonna wait a bit, make it that it can, you know, get better, survive a bit. Okay, let's build our dockyard. With that, we can start importing and exporting. For now, we only have 1. We can add something more. So what is something that we're producing a lot of and that will be expensive? Oh, we're producing a lot of everything. That's great. And so no, more seriously, you know, something that maybe the glass, you know, it's pretty good, probably a ratio. And right now we don't have access to many things, right? We're gonna need to unlock some of them. Some of them are we need to unlock by exporting something. Some of them is linked many export import you have. I think maybe let's just start from the top. So I want to add a few of those export offices so that we are able to actually sell more than 1 contract every time. Right now we can only do 2, and for this one we need a bit more steel once again. And remember, our goal is to make more of those sewing machines so that we can import to the new world. So let's do this. We will miss some basic resources like iron, I know, but don't really have a plan. But now we are at equilibrium on the steel. Are we good on this? So now we're producing 8, but with Manola, yeah, that is perfect. So we're gonna make enough. Let's make sure that we select the money maker, otherwise we would be in trouble. I mean, we're still in trouble, to be honest, but how are we doing over here? Yeah, we don't have rum, we don't have coffee. That's why we're in trouble. Where are you, coffee? And so this one has a bit of coffee and it's going to arrive. Now we have 3 contracts, so let's see what else should we do. Maybe, you know, some wood, that's an easy one. Maybe let's try to unlock the canned food, right? That's a pretty hard resource to do. To do that, we need sausage. So let's do that. We can say a bit more, like let's say 300. Good. Here we could say 100. Then maybe let's do the soap, because we can sell the soap for a lot of money. Good. Okay, so in 4 minutes he will come and then we'll get a lot of resources. We have 4 coal mines on this island. Let's make sure we use all of them. That way the only thing missing will be, you know, more iron. And then we can try to get that iron through dockland. And now remember, we did all of this to be able to send sewing machine to the new world, right? So let's put a minimum stock to make sure we already have some, but then open a new route. So it's gonna start over here. You're gonna take some of these, not 100. I think this is because of one of the mods. I don't want to cheat like that. This is probably a bit too much. Don't need all of this given the production. Cool, maybe we can tell them to wait and go for it. We almost lost our cargo ship there. It was pirates. Oh, it wasn't pirates, it was actually Margaret. Oh, we need to attack that. Let's go. How are we doing over here? I mean, we are still in negative, but I think it's because now we have so much, you know, cost of our trade ship and warship, all of this. How are we doing maybe in the other islands? Here this is positive, so that's great. Here we are in negative because of this, right? Yeah, this is 2,200 just for this building. One is 1,500, so it's huge. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to just upgrade this one, but I made a mistake. Sorry, not sorry. What is that? A puzzle. Find old Harold. Where are you, Harold? Yeah. Good. Oh, I destroyed a pirate ship. Where? And let's go attack those two. Because they keep annoying my trade ships. She's trying to avoid capture. She's fast. Ceasefire. Demand. Ooh, that's way too much. I don't have that kind of money. I may need to sell soon some items, given that we're still in negative income. I'm also hoping that as soon as we deliver those sewing machines to the new world, we get an income boost, and then also Artista income boost. Those pirates in the new world, in the old world, they are all against me. So mean. But at least we have a fleet now defending over here. Not too worried. But as I said, the only problem is more that we're starting to get a queue. You are actually going to go all the way over here. I think it's time to get some of these advanced weapons and build advanced ships. Another thing we haven't done is actually the mail over here. So let's make sure to correct that. Oh, we need aluminium. I forgot about that. That's why we didn't do it. Okay, so we'll do that in the future. Okay, here we are. We have delivered some first sewing machine in Manor. We're still in negative, but close. Let's try now to get a few of those Artista, right? And here it is. Age of Festival. We've unlocked the Artista. We haven't unlocked all of their production chains. As you can see, they have a lot. So if we get to the maximum, you know, that could be a lot of money. They also have a couple like light bulbs, jewelry, okay, champagne. So all of this to be obviously imported. Now we are also able to make sewing machine locally with those Artista with using aluminium. So in the next few episodes, I'll obviously show you all of those new production chains, many of them requiring resources that are coming from somewhere else, right? Many of them can also be used as lifestyle need for the old world. So if you produce a lot, that could help in the future. There's also a quest, right? We can follow a quest, especially for Manor. There's a quest, to get, I'm not gonna tell you all of the surprise, but you see something happening over here. So we're gonna get into that. But as I said, also another big goal right now is to increase our number of engineers. We need to get more engineers. We need to get into the submarine, the aircraft carrier before we attack more people. So we want to upgrade over here, right? We need more resources. We also have Tobias arriving for a second time. So I'm going to try to, sell a few different things. Maybe over here, potatoes. What else do we have? A lot of... Oh, she's offering me money for a ceasefire. That is nice. I think we can do that. That is really a great thing, because those pirates have obviously always been very annoying. That is Tobias. Oh no, that is not Tobias, sorry. And another cool thing we can do thanks to mod is have skyscrapers for our workers, right? So let's do this. As you can see, now we can have more people into this. They're slightly higher, right, than this one. Showing me again. But they do take also new types, so T, for example, tools and electricity. And with all of those upgrades, we are now back into positive. We have also unlocked the last two goods of our engineers, electricity and the light bulbs. I do think, we need to take a quick look at our productions. Not too sure if we're still at equilibrium. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, except potentially for the sewing machine. I look with Manor. No, we're actually still okay. So that's great. What else? Oh no, the fur coat, we are not good enough anymore. So that's going to be an important one to fix, which means we need to make sure that we have enough fur, but also enough cotton. For the fur, we are still good, but for the cotton, I'm pretty sure we're not. All right, let's check. It's over here in Manor. Oh, actually, we are just fine. Like, this is dangerously close, let's say. But we have definitely made some great progress in this episode. We now have Artista in the new world. We have a good fleet defending over here. We started to build a few cargo ships, right? Oh, there's again a bit of a traffic jam over here. Let me check. That should be fine. But we've also developed in the old world, right? A number of engineers are definitely increased. We're halfway there for the advanced shipyard, but I think now this is definitely going to go a lot faster, especially now that we're growing slowly but surely our dockland. I've built one on this island, but I'm also going to build one on this island right now because we're producing a lot of resources on this island. And last but not least, we have also started to reproduce advanced weapon. We have 60 over here. That's great. Let's do this. Let's bring this back home so that we can make some advanced ships, right? It's not, we don't have to wait for the aircraft carriers to make some fancy ones. We can, for example, already make the battle cruiser, the normal one. Don't hesitate to share in the comments if you have any questions, thoughts, requests. I'd love to hear about them, and I hope to see you next time.